Video diary time. Man, guys, my brain is like all over the place. I've really been trying to do YouTube for like years, guys. You have no idea, but there are just so many mental barriers that I'm trying to jump through. I'm battling myself because there's absolutely no reason that I couldn't do YouTube. Back in university when I first started, I started it but never continued. I've started many times but never really continued. And, you know, it's nobody else's fault but mine. I'm not gonna put the blame on the fact that I was a university student, the fact that I had a job, the fact that I have a child. It's really just my fault. And you know, I keep asking myself, like, Caleb, when are you gonna change? Like, what is it gonna take for you to, buckle down and take this YouTube thing seriously? And I still don't know the answer, you know. Uh, But there are some things that I really do want this YouTube channel to be. One, I want it to be real. I don't want to become a character that I'm not in real life. I want the people to come to this channel and watch it because they enjoy talking to me. And I do want it to be a talk. I want it to be a conversation because one thing that I realized that I hate is talking to somebody who doesn't think or talking to somebody who doesn't know how to think. You don't have to be a genius, but you don't have to be a genius or extremely intelligent to know how to think. All you have to have is curiosity. And it's really hard talking to somebody who doesn't really think about anything. If I'm being honest, me living here in Japan, I've changed so much. You can't live in a foreign country for basically all of your adult life and be the same person that you were in high school and university. Even if I was living in the States, I would like to believe that I would have grown into a more mature person and that I wouldn't be the same person that I was in high school or university. But living abroad, I feel like it accelerates that process. And that's really one of the hardest things that I struggle with because going back to the United States and seeing my friends who, I was chilling with every day in high school, middle school, and university, uh, they still treat me like I'm the same person, but I'm not. And it's really hard to explain the fact that I'm not the same person anymore. It's really hard to tell people who I considered to be my best friend that I don't really consider you my best friend anymore. You know, that's really one of the hard parts about living abroad and being away for so long. Because if I was in the United States, then I would, they would see my progression uh, into adulthood. But this is all happening off screen to them. They only see me like maybe once, at most twice a year if I'm lucky. My family sees my growth into adulthood because we talk often. But yeah, it's just the friendships. They're hard to keep up internationally. I would say that my best friend now is my wife, and I have a few good friends here in Japan that, if I'm being completely honest, I treasure my friends in Japan a little bit more than I treasure the friends that I grew up with. Because, you know, and this is just a result of me living so far away, you know, but the people who've helped me here in Japan have really they pulled me out of the gutter. Uh, a lot of the people who I've met here in Japan, because I was homeless for like a year and a half in Japan, just trying to survive, just trying to find a job, just trying to lay down my roots and start my life here in Japan. And there were so many people who just lent a helping hand, and I am forever grateful. Not only that, but there were times when I was in the United States where the friends that I grew up with, Um, they had a hard time congratulating me for my accomplishments. And I don't do stuff to be congratulated. I do stuff because I like it. But I got the opposite of a congratulations. I got so what? That hasn't. When I graduated university, this person who considered himself, or even to this day considers himself, my best friend, he said to me, okay, you got your degree, so what? What does that have to do with me? How is that going to help me? And that was, it was really hurtful, because I'm like, how are you going to call yourself my best friend and then just tell me something that after I graduated university, you know? I'm not saying throw me a party. I'm not even saying tell me congratulations, you know? I didn't do this to be told congratulations. I did this because this is a part of my plan. But as my best friend, how could you even part your lips to say something like that to me, you know? And so I've seen those friends and how they act when life gets real. And if I'm being honest, they don't always show up how I need them to show up, you know? But who knows? You know, I've been in Japan all of my adult life, and, you know, they've also aged the same amount of time that I've aged. So maybe they're more mature, and maybe, you know, they can part their lips to say congratulations and not just meet somebody with, what's the word I'm looking for? Just not say anything so hurtful to somebody who, you know, made an accomplishment, and somebody that you call your best friend. So yeah, guys, this is just a video diary. These are the things that I think about a lot, honestly, because why do I think about these things? You know? Anyways, guys, this has been my first video diary. If you want to have a conversation with me, I'm always down to talk. Tell me about topics that you want to hear about on this channel. Love you guys so much. Peace.